I've done this a number of times over the last 10 years. I don't do it every year. It's a selection with people who volunteer. And then sometimes I work after the election to verify votes and stuff like that, and then occasionally at polling places.
And how do you anticipate this election cycle going? Do you expect a higher turnout in voters?
I do. I've been encouraged by seeing how many free voters we've had, early voters that have been coming in, and I think it's a very split election, and people are very anxious. And I've been visiting with Don here about the security of these machines and the vote and the voters, and it's really heartening to me to see that, in fact, in Cole County, and I suspect in every county, the local county officials who we know and trust are going to guarantee that the votes that are cast are legitimate and the voters are legitimate, and we have a fair election, because that's what we all want in the end. It's nice when you have voters that are engaged, that are informed, and that take their constitutional right to vote and exercise that right. That's really encouraging. It's sad when you have an election and only 10 or 20% of the population votes. I hope it'd be nice to have 100% turnout, but I'm sure we'll have a high percentage this time. I hope so.
And if they choose, it's like...
I hope there is a higher youth turnout, young people, young voters turnout this year. There should be, and I think there could be this year. I think we may see that. I think I would say to them, you're going to be the one that lives through the consequences of the election this year. What happens on the election day this time is probably going to affect the world for 8 years, maybe just 4, but it's a whole direction, and your lives are going to be very impacted by what direction this country takes, which ultimately is probably what direction the world's going to take. So I think you're the ones going to be living it. People like me are probably going to die before that. So get out there and vote.